All right, everybody, and welcome to our next episode of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, before we reveal the results, there are a couple things I have to address. So the first thing I'm going to address is I forgot to explain this on the premiere night that if you complete the mission, you are safe and receive a fire token, and then if you lose, you won't get a fire token, and you'll be up for nominations. I'm also going to add that if you get eliminated, and if you have any tokens on you, if you get eliminated, you will have to hand your tokens to another player that is still in the game. So that's how the tokens work. I forgot to address that on the premiere night, so I'm addressing that now since we're still a little early. Another thing I want to add is Victor Gant has decided to drop from the competition. He dropped out as soon as we started doing the missions. So Victor will no longer be competing with us. He has dropped for personal reasons. I don't know if maybe we'll see him again in the future. I don't know, but he's officially dropped from the competition. And yeah, everyone else has done the mission though and has completed it. So let's see who our nominees are, the ones that have failed. And they are Umberto, Bart, Kelly, Maud, Jethro, Donald, Richie R, and Jerry. You guys will be our nominees for this round. And also, Mike got disqualified, meaning he is expelled from the game because he actually cheated in the mission. He cheated in the mission. Basically, one of the missions he did, he had to follow the rules of it, and he chose not to. So he got expelled, unfortunately. So yeah, so Victor has dropped, and Mike has been expelled. But everyone else is still in the game, and everyone else is safe, except for the nominees. But since this is a pretty big cast, and it is a fast-paced game, we have to keep it going. So someone is still going home tonight, even if we lost 2 people. Well, it's a very fast-paced game. We have to keep it moving. So one of the nominees will still be going home tonight. So as the rules state, the nominees are not allowed to vote, and the people that are safe will vote one of them out. All right, so for all the safe people, you guys can go ahead and cast your votes for one of the nominees. And as always, nominees, you cannot vote. And we'll be right back in a few minutes. All right, I do have the votes. And since it's way too early for any advantages, since that's going to be later on in the game, and obviously with everyone having just starting, obviously we can't do anything right now. So with that being said, I'm actually going to just make this really quick because the votes tonight are actually unanimous. Yep, that's right. We have a unanimous vote. So that means 7 of you didn't get any votes. 1 of you got unanimous votes. And the person that is going home tonight is Jerry. So, Jerry, you are the first boot, unfortunately. I mean, I gotta say, Jerry, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think have been one of the oldest players, I think, to play Grand Theft Auto. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on it. But I just want to say, you were in the Australian Survivor. You were a finalist in Season 8. It's sad you didn't win that. And unfortunately, in this game, you are going home immediately. I really wish we could have seen a lot more from you because you did make it to the end in the Australian Survivor, but in this game, you are the first boot, and I think maybe that could be why you're going home first, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But Jerry, I do appreciate you for playing this game. Is there anything you'd like to say before you go? All I could say is go kick some ass out there because it's not easy. All right, Jerry, thank you very much for playing. All right, well, 3 people already gone, one from a dropout, one for cheating in a challenge, and then our first boot ever of the season. All right, I will send you guys your next missions and we'll keep the game going. We'll see you next episode.